Manchester City 6, Manchester United 3. First thing I got to say is Manchester United absolutely got thrashed. Double hat trick from Phil Foden and Erling Haaland. This guy's an absolute joke. And how on earth did we let Manchester United beat Arsenal? These guys, they thought they were back. The joke's on them. They thought they were back after beating Arsenal. Not today. Let's get into the match reaction. Yo, people, this is a new thing on the channel. I'm going to be doing match reactions for every big game and also, of course, Arsenal games. But shout out to everyone watching right now. Do me a favor, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you're new. This is a football channel. But of course, I am an Arsenal fan. I'm just, as a neutral, I was watching this game and I walked into it and I said to myself, Manchester United are going to get slapped. And you know what? 4-0 down at halftime, it came to fruition. I honestly did not think they were going to they're going to lose in this fashion. I thought it was going to be, you know what? It was going to be a 3-1. It was going to be a little bit closer, but Manchester United are going to take an early lead and Man United get a consolation. But it did happen similar to that way. Phil Foden got the opening goal. At that point, it was 1-0. And you know what? Once they got the first goal, I knew the floodgates were going to open up, and they ended up getting that second goal quite quickly. Let's not lie. In 34 minutes into the game, 2-0 down, Manchester United away from home at the Etihad. You knew they weren't going to win this game once that second goal went in. And Erling Haaland is an absolute joke. The man just making football look so simple. He is going to break all these records. Let's not lie to ourselves. Manchester United then quickly gave up a third goal in the 37th minute. And I was just thinking to myself, 3-0 down before halftime, damage limitations, game over. They can't do nothing. Just try to shut up shop. Just try to close down. Try not to concede another goal. And what do? Before halftime, they concede a fourth goal to Phil Foden. And at that point, Manchester United game was already done. Just try to keep it down. Try to keep the scoreline down. This is a derby. The same old Manchester United ways. You're seeing the poor defensive mistakes. You're seeing Manchester City just have a level above, outclassing Manchester United. And you know what? It is what it is. Manchester United are just a different, are not at the same level as Manchester City. Manchester City are going for league titles. They're trying to go for Champions League. They're trying to go for all these things. Manchester United are going through a tough rebuild, and they're going to have to realize that there's going to be growing pains. Their nice little run that they had, of course, they beat my team Arsenal, and they beat a couple other sides. But let's be real. We always knew that there was going to be a turn where they start dropping points. And you know what? Anthony Martial scored a consolation goal in the 56th minute. You thought, you know what? They scored a goal 4-1. I never thought they were going to come back. Once they scored that goal, I was like, you know what? It is what it is. Manchester United scored that goal. But hey, they also had some other issues where I think Varane went off injured in this game. But yeah, quickly after scoring that opening goal for Manchester, that first goal for Manchester United, what does Erling Haaland do? Pops up with another goal. And I thought that was offside for a second. I thought Gomez was offside when he did the cross, but it was ruled that he was onside, and then Erling Haaland got another goal. This guy is an absolute monster, people. That makes his third hat trick. That makes it his third hat trick of the season. Also, the 3 hat tricks. That is this equivalent to what Cristiano Ronaldo has in his Premier League career. It's absolutely mad to think, people. Absolutely mad, right? And then Phil Foden then gets his hat trick. And it's like, what the hell? First hat trick of his career. Phil Foden stepped up big in this derby. And Phil Foden seems to be a big game player. Let's not lie. He does step up for these goals. And Phil Foden is one of those guys that people keep questioning. What is he doing? How is he improving? How is he improving? Against England during internationals, he wasn't so good. Saka came on, changed the game. But for his country, he might not be that good, but for his team, his club, he's an absolute monster. And he scored that hat trick today, first career hat trick for Phil Foden. And Phil Foden, Erling Haaland walk away with the double hat tricks. City 6-1 up at that point, and just Manchester United get some consolation goals near the end. You see a penalty get given away, and Martial slots away the penalty, and then, if I'm not mistaken, the penalty was the third goal. Martial also got another goal before that. So Martial did get on the score sheet quite a bit today. But hey, it is what it is. And Anthony's goal, I just got to give it up to Anthony. Anthony's goal was beauty. Anthony's goal was a beauty. But on the run, you can score those goals on the run of play, but at the end of the day, they're going to be very disappointed. Manchester United are going to have to go back to a drawing board. They have themselves a Europa League matchup midweek, and then they're going to go up against Everton. Everton is going to be a good game to bounce back in the Premier League. I don't question that a bit. But one thing we have to worry about: could City run away with this league once again? City do have Copenhagen midweek, and then they have Southampton. So I don't see anything but a City win. I honestly don't see Haaland being stopped. He's going to score a goal every single game this season. It's just absolutely mad to think. But yeah, let's go to some of your comments in the chat. We got some of you guys in the chat. Oh, Elanga. Akanji. Akanji, for the price that Manchester City paid for Akanji. Wow, you guys got yourself another bargain in that player right there. He's an absolute bargain, a steal. And to think that Pep made a smart decision making those making the changes prior to the game and having Akanji in there and Ake, two quicker center backs that can deal with the pace in behind and everything else. I felt like Pep Guardiola got his tactics spot on. I feel like Ten Hag is going to look at this game and he's going to see the gulf in quality between him and Manchester City, and he's going to realize which players can't cut the mustard and which players can cut the mustard. And he's going to have a lot to worry about if Varane's injury is as bad as I thought it was. The Jadon Sancho conversation still goes on. We're going to have conversations about Jadon Sancho. What's going on with Jadon Sancho? He's not the same guy who came from Dortmund at all. Haaland is the best player in the world right now. 11 games, 17 goals, 3 assists. Argue with the wall. And Foden is the best young player in the Premier League by a distance. You know what? I'm not even going to get into Saka Foden debates. Tonight's Foden's night absolutely stepped up, absolutely unquestioned about it. Saliba has no chance versus Haaland. We're going to get into that one day, very soon. Haaland spanked Martinez. Midget. United fans humbled. Hold that. United fans were definitely humbled today. Definitely humbled. Did I captain Haaland? Of course I captain Haaland in FPL. Who didn't captain Haaland in FPL? If you did not captain Haaland in FPL, you're missing out on points on the board. We got another one here saying, we all know that City is the biggest test for our defense. Fully healthy side. I believe that we can load the midfield and give Jesus up front so Martinelli and Saka can also defend very well. Very true. You know what? I am not going to lie to you guys. Manchester City are scary, and I'm worried that they're going to run away with this league. Everyone needs to hold on with dear life. Haaland is going to be breaking records all week, every single game. You just expect him to score a goal. I don't see anybody keeping this guy from scoring. He's going to score against every team in this league. He's going to break Mo Salah's record. He's going to break the single season record. He could even break Alan Shearer's record. If you guys don't know, Alan Shearer has a goal record when the Premier League had like 22 teams or 20 plus teams at the time. But yeah, this is a very worrisome thing. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing from now on, guys. I'm going to be doing match reactions for most of the games. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And yeah, Vibes from the Six will be back tonight. I'll be having dabs. I'll have all the boys. It's going to be a nice one. So make sure you check it out and leave a comment down below what you thought about the Manchester derby. I personally thought it is what it is. You see, Manchester City are just a different level to Manchester United, and the golf in quality showed once again. But yeah, what else did we expect? Manchester City are always going to slap Manchester United these days. They got lucky the last couple times. The Ollie tactics might have been the way to go in this game. But yeah, peace, people.